He's got to put the children's to bed.
Yeah, it's after 9.
All right, I think we're going. Come on, show up here, honey. There we go.
Where's Big Joe at? He ain't gonna join us.
Probably watching.
Mr.
Joe,
Nicely.
Joe.
See if they'll let me do this. I can go live on 3. Yeah, just let me go live on 2. So
Yeah, we're good. We're up and running, boy.
I'm disappointed you didn't bring me on during Masters Week. I feel like I'm just like second fiddles.
Oh, because we did like 8 shows and you didn't get asked to be on one of them.
No.
Did you?
So
all right, let's get this show on the road here. Welcome to a special episode of the Turn Fantasy
Andy
Golf
has
Podcast. Can you hear me?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yep.
All right. Welcome in, everybody. This is the Turn Fantasy Golf Podcast, special episode, day before the U.S. Open. A couple guys live from the Northeast where they're wearing long sleeve shirts because it's 70 degrees up there. And down here in Knoxville, it was 102 today. So I ate about 3 popsicles before we came on. So for anybody that doesn't know you two, Darren, you start first. Who are you? What do you if somebody walked up to you and said, "Hey man, what do you do for a living?" Exactly what answer do you give them?
I've been asked that 100 times up here. I don't know. No, I work for the Tennessee Golf Foundation in Franklin. We do all the fundraising for kind of golf initiatives across the state. We run all the junior golf from First Tee to the SNED Tour to Scott Stallings Kids Play Free program, just all kinds of different things to get kids involved in the game. And then through that, I also do personal social media for Scott Stallings and Brant Snedeker. And so that's what I'm doing here this week. Of course, Scott qualified for the U.S. Open, so I'm up here following him around.
Yeah, so at this point, with his wild schedule, his success this spring, are you pretty much Uncle Darren now? Full blown.
I mean, I took the kids out to get ice cream yesterday at the Red Sox game.
Yeah,
we were in a suite and couldn't get any ice cream, so we had to go look for our own. So
Big D does it all.
Yeah, you had to take the kids to the bathroom and stuff. Bathroom trips.
That's
Uncle
all right.
Darren. Yep. All right, Jason Gandy, my friend for over 20 years, but introduce to the world of that I'm in a little bit. What you're doing up there and who you are.
So I'm up here working with Davis Shore. I work with him on his game. It's a good week this week. Usually I'm at home fixing a lot of slices. This week I got somebody that can do it. So looking forward to watching him play this week.
Yeah, should be good. Should be good. Have you worked with Davis for a while now, or?
Yeah, I started working with him when he was in college. He was kind of struggling and just kind of asked for my help. We worked for about a year and a half. And he couldn't do kind of some stuff we wanted to do. He was hurt. And then he finally ended up having surgery. I didn't work with him for about a year and kind of been going back, kind of started working probably a little over a year ago, year and a half ago, once he got healthy again. So.
Yeah, cool story about him. Obviously the stuff with him being, first professional tournament was US Open last year. That was pretty awesome.
Yeah.
You got to go there. Have you seen a big difference in year 1 and year 2? Confidence, game? What are you seeing?
Yes, I just think he's played a year of professional golf, traveled, kind of figured out how to practice, what works for him, kind of through trial and error. But last year he was obviously happy to be there, wanted to play well, but he had only been healthy for like a couple months going into it and hadn't played a lot of golf. So he qualified. He'd only been playing for like a couple months, like back after his surgery and whatnot. But yeah, I see he's just way more comfortable now. He belongs out there and he feels that way. So he's just way more comfortable. Yeah.
D, you've seen him play a lot in your recent job history. I mean, we knew at a pretty young age this guy was special, right?
Yeah, I mean, I guess going back 10 or so years ago, everybody kind of expected Davis to kind of be in this position. And just if you grew up, I mean, if you're from around Knoxville, watching him grow up, I mean, he's one of the top juniors in the world. And then, of course, he went to Alabama and had his back issues that kind of altered his course, temporarily. But he was obviously playing well now with Jason, and no, he's actually, I mean, he's got some status on the Canadian and the Latin American tour, and he's starting to put in good finishes on both of those. So,
Right.
I mean, I feel like his trajectories is, positive, trending positive right now. So,
Yeah, I mean, I was looking at some stuff last night. Number 2 or 3 junior in the world coming out of high school, U.S. Junior Ryder Cup team. As a freshman, played and mattered as 3-man at the University of Alabama, playing behind Lee Hodges and Davis Riley, and all the way to the championship. And he didn't. I think he's got COVID. I don't know, Reese.
I think the boys are got.
I mean, it's so cold. It's so cold up here.
I think I do have it. I've had it before, but
oh
I
man,
might have a little taste.
That's good. I've been around him for the last 3 days. So
yeah, I've seen the selfies. Don't get me wrong. So first of all, guys, the gist of it all is how cool is this country club? I mean, I don't care who goes first. I mean,
Go for it, Big D.
no, you go for it.
I
You
think
got more of a
it's-
golf mind than I do. You can.
Shoot, I don't know about that. But
no, I mean, I'm not
think
saying the
it's,
course, just the ominous of being in a place
Yeah.
that old that's that important to America
Right.
golf. So
I think it's obviously there's a ton of history at this place, but it feels like a U.S. Open, like an old school kind of layout. You got to hit the fairway. It's not like a bomber's paradise. Obviously, length helps, but like last year at Torrey, there was probably 10 or 15 guys that had a legitimate chance to win. This place, I feel like any type of player can win out here. It's just whoever's playing the best and gets a few good breaks will win versus somebody that just bombs and gouges it. Like we played 9 holes with Bryson today, and I don't think he hit a fairway. He's just hitting it all over the place. But you're not going to be able to do that out here and compete for 4 days, I don't think. So I think it kind of opens up the field to who's playing the best.
yeah. So how are has Davis and Scott been playing a ton of golf together? The relationship
No,
there this week.
they played the first 2 practice rounds together today, and then Davis played with like Jason said, Bryson DeChambeau and Nick Dunlap, who was the one of the U.S. Junior last year, and he's going to Alabama in the fall. So there was quite a circus following them around with Bryson and all the curiosity and where he's been and where he's headed. So it was a good show for Gandy to be a part of.
Okay, let me just say this for the guy sitting on the couch like me. How far does he hit it, Jason?
Hits it a long way, but quite a few holes were into the wind on the back 9. He's not hitting it great. He's spinning it a lot.
Yeah.
But he hit one on 10 downwind. It's 335 to carry the second creek, and he hit it like, I don't know what he hit it over there. D, like 3 or 4 yards over it.
Yeah, just barely.
And he said he hit it kind of thin, but he hit it like 340 on that hole. He hits it a long way, but into the wind it doesn't go as it was spinning a lot today.
Well, I mean, so
now,
we're talking about some 20-mile-an-hour winds tomorrow.
Yeah, it's gonna get firm and windy.
Yeah.
What I noticed about him was like he catches a bad rap, but like he was really engaged with the fans, and like he signed autographs for like any little kid that asked in between holes. And so like I thought that was cool to see because he was really engaged with everybody out there.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool. Yeah, you don't hear much about that in the media. You just hear about the comments and the whining, really from our seats, He
was taking selfies and all kinds of stuff.
Cool. He was having a good time out there for sure.
So, have y'all done the Francis Wilmette tour? Have y'all went over and looked into that stuff? The clubhouse is just that old. When I think old country club clubhouse, like Holston Hills or something, that's what I think when I see this one too. You got that feel. They got that real old, like you're walking on places that are, really important people in the golf history. have walked on. So you get that feeling up there too? Is it D? You get that feeling walk around, or are you
Yeah,
just
I
trying
mean,
to take
like
good
a
pictures?
couple of the buildings in the little circle there, like you can tell they've been modernized, but
Mhm.
like the locker room and stuff, I mean, it still looks like it would be. I mean, the lockers look like they're from 1910 or something, and
Yeah.
just seeing some of the history on the wall. Like I was at Marion last week for the Curtis Cup, so for me to go to Marion and then the country club has been really cool for me because I saw a graphic on Golf Channel today that those two courses have hosted like the most USGA championships in history. So I mean, it's been cool to like see some of that.
Yeah. Yeah. So what so you went up there with I guess with Stanford girls, or Rachel was up there?
We took some donors up with Turnbow, the president of the foundation. We took some people up to kind of support Sarah Ingram, who's in the Tennessee Golf Hall of Fame. She was the captain of the United States team. And then, of course, Rachel played. And so I kind of stuck around for the second day. They came back on Saturday. But yeah, I mean, I know the Stanford girls pretty well since I do some photographing them. But no, it's just cool to be. I mean, the Curtis Cup, it's kind of like the women's version of the Walker Cup and the Ryder Cup. So I mean, it's cool to see that and just kind of be a part of that in a small way.
Yeah. Yeah. So pretty good run on that as well with the Stanford girls, right? I mean, what was going to be a 1 day or 2 day trip ended up being trophies and 4 or 5 6 days, right?
I mean, that's what if you're a photographer, you like stuff like that. Once they get to celebrating and showing emotion and stuff, I mean, you can only take so many golf swing pictures. So it's fun when you know the girls and you get to see them achieve some success or something they've been working at for a lot of years, and just see the emotion come out. I mean, that's pretty cool, and representing their country. I know for Rachel, it's always a big deal for her when she plays in a team sport or something where she represents her school or her country. So that's cool.
Yeah. So while you're on the road with Scott, you out there, are you doing the morning workouts with him, or?
I did one down at TPC. He put me on a salt bike for 200 calories, and then they put me in the ice bath afterwards. And like
I think that would make great TV. Honestly, we just get.
Yeah. I mean, there's some videos
working out with
there.
him.
Like he brought me a jug of sweet tea, and I had a frozen Mountain Dew on the salt bike. That was my only time though.
Yeah. I've seen pictures I've seen some bad pictures of Jason trying to like crawl back to the door.
I mean, Jason's in a lot better shape than I am. So,
but I've thrown up at his house before doing that stuff. Never again.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I think it'd be cool to get like an average Joe, like a 5 handicapper, average guy. It's pretty decent at golf. Like this is what a day in the life of being Scott Stallings is like, and just you do exactly what he does for the full day. You work out with him for 2 hours, you jump in the ice bath, get in the sauna, go walk 18 go play 18, come back, do this, do that, hit balls, and eat 3,800 calories in red meat.
I mean, me and Jason were talking about it earlier today, but like he's done that. Like him and John have been on the road for like 9 of the last 10 weeks or something, and like just being out here 1 week, a month or something, all the travel and all that just wears me out. Like I couldn't imagine like doing what he does and then throwing in travel and going home, doing laundry, like planning the next, like it's just there's so much more that goes into it than just playing a few rounds of golf.
The
golf's the easy part. So
right.
Heck yeah, I go play in a 2-day invitational in a golf cart, and I'm ready to go lay down for a week.
Yeah.
People don't realize how hard the travel. You do it 3, 4, 8 weeks in a row. The travel wears you out. It's like Dee said, the golf's not the hard. I mean, it's the hard part.
Golf's more the mental strain, right?
Yeah, the hard part's traveling. Getting enough sleep. If you work out, managing where you're going to eat. Managing all that. The golf's kind of the easy part of that, but that travel can wear you out. People don't. I think that's so overlooked from what these guys do.
Yeah. Yeah. What So Jason, from a strategy standpoint, what we seeing up there? What kind of, you obviously says this course gonna bring a lot of people in to the fold. Have you all, you can both answer this question. Have you already seen somewhat of a difference in the last 2 days as far as the course getting noticeably firmer already or anything like that? Or, what's the rough like? I'm hearing rumors that, if you hit it a little bit offline, it's pretty thick, but if you hit it way offline, it's really bad. What's your all's thoughts on that?
Yeah, it's kind of gradual, but the rough's brutal. You can get lucky here and there and get a decent lie, but if you're hitting a 5-iron, you're not going to be able to hit like a 5-iron out of it unless you get really lucky. Around the greens, they were watering it a lot today, so I'm guessing they're expecting the wind to blow and to get pretty firm. I'm curious to see how much water they put on it the next few days, but if it gets really firm, it's going to play really hard. They can play as hard as they want, just all about how firm they want to get it.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, these greens are small too. I'd say they're some of the smallest they'll see all year. So, and there's not a lot of flat places on them. So.
No, yeah.
So, the comparison is roughly the same size as Hilton Head, I think, and I think the only major championship ever of smaller greens is Pebble Beach. So, overall, of course, Pebble Beach has a couple of really, really large greens. It's kind of interesting that those greens are actually overall a lot smaller. It's just the large ones kind of bail them out on that. So I've heard that. I've heard is the run off the green or is the rough off the green or
the front 9 is easy. I think it's a little easier kind of coming into the greens, except for a couple holes because they're opened up. You can run it up to the green, and if you hit it 10 or 15 yards short, you can chip it or putt it. It's so fast running up to the greens, you can literally putt it from like 10 or 15 yards off the green. The back 9, I don't think there's I think there's 1 or 2 where you can run it up, but the rest you got it. It's rough around the greens. So you won't have that option on most of the holes on the back 9. The front 9, you have that option except for a couple. So it plays a little easier. I think there's more places to kind of leave your approach if you hit it in the rough off the tee.
Yeah.
But yeah, the greens are small, but they're so undulating, so they play even smaller. So if they get firmer, they're going to play even smaller.
Any greens, any greens around here that would remind you of them at all? Is it like Cherokee small with undulation or worse?
Well, Cherokee's like kind of goofy. Just a bunch of mounds. I'd say like 16 at Holston.
Okay. Where there's like 3 flat spots and the rest of it slopes all the way off the green?
Yeah, except like number 8 out here is like that, except way, way more severe. Like you got to fly like 14 on the green just to not let it come off the green. So think like 16 at Holston, except twice as severe.
I don't know how they're going to keep that on the green. The greens, is there any Poana coming through? I know it says a little bit of Poana in the Bermudas. So in the afternoons, is it kind of bushy? You notice that at all late in the afternoon?
Yeah, a little bit, but the greens are awesome. What do you think, D?
Yeah, I did hear Scott and them talking. They went out real early this morning and just talking about how it rolled different when it was fresh in the morning.
Yeah. In the morning, it's perfect.
Scott puts the best on Poana greens. Historic. Let's make some birdies.
That's right.
So obviously they're on separate ends of the draw, so y'all probably won't see much of each other the rest of the week, will you?
I'm coming home tomorrow, so
Are you?
See. Yeah.
D's seen enough of me this week, hadn't you, D?
Always good to see you, Chief.
It is. Good to see
so
you
what's with the abnormal amount of the word chief? Is this the Eric Church thing? I mean,
I don't know. I just kind of got in the habit of it. You know what it really is I meet so many people like in traveling and stuff, and it's hard for me to remember names.
So you say everybody's chief?
Everybody's chief. Everybody chief, and I'm safe.
I like that. I like that a lot.
I met some guy. I guess there's a Bridgestone rep in Knoxville named Todd. Anybody know him?
I don't.
I don't know. I was walking across the bridge today, and some guy came up and started talking to me like I knew who he was. And then I looked at his badge. He's like, I live in Knoxville. I know Hayden and blah, blah, blah. And I guess he was a rep for Bridgestone or something.
I have no idea. Interesting.
I don't know who he is.
So it's just easier just to call everybody by the same name that we don't screw it up.
Hey, AP, can we interview you for a second real quick?
Buddy? Maybe that's what we're gonna talk about.
The Knox County. What did you shoot the
Oh
second
my
day?
gosh, are we really bringing this up? Okay,
Let's hear it real quick.
so we know that I don't play a lot of golf, right? I mean, like
Right.
Kids play free.
4 kids. So with 4 kids, it's basically I need to schedule a tournament or I don't get to play. We got some.
Right.
We bought a boat. I mean,
Oh wow.
we're doing it all. We're doing it all.
Moving up in the world, AP. Moving up in the world.
My 8-year-old just joined a club soccer team. Going to be traveling the whole world pretty much probably in the next couple of years. No, but so anyway, so fourth round of the year. So I played the first round. I played the practice round, first round, second round at Beaverbrook in the Invitational. Had a Mito moment there. Had like a 4-shot lead with 10 holes to go and lost.
Oh, I heard you about that on one of your previous podcasts.
Yeah. Mito moment. That's what we called it because it happened the same day as the PGA. So then,
Mito.
so I played. So I did not play again. A month later, we get to Three Ridges, and I hit it a little right off first tee, and I literally almost hit the spotter. And he said he never saw it, so I hit the hazard off first tee, and then he said, and then so then I hit it in the hazard off I cold top it on the second tee in the hazard, snap it out of bounds on the third tee. So I'm at 4 over after 3 holes, and I'm 4 over standing on 15 tee box. And I said, like, birdie 15, 17, shoot 74, and just be okay with my life.
Yeah, it's not bad.
Snap hook it twice out of bounds on 15, bogey 16, 17, 18, shoot 83. Get paired with another guy. Get paired with another guy, shoots 83. Guess his name's Eric Rose. Okay, 5 times
83 too.
Yeah, 4-time city champion, GK winner, 5-time Knox County. Anyway, we go back 20, 30 years anyway. So he said, "Man, you're the only reason I showed up today because we was going to walk down memory lane." Oh, yeah, okay.
68, huh?
Yeah, so I'm bebop through there. Second day. Now remember, I shoot 83. I'm in dead last place in the second flight. Standing on 10T 3 under for the day. I've got like a 4-shot lead again. Well, I'll tell you this: the back nine I put at eagle 3 times. I'm standing on 10T at 3 under. I birdie 13. I also put at eagle 3 times and shot 72. 3 putted and chunked 3 chip shots in a row on 14 to make a little triple action.
Dang.
And I had like a 40-footer for eagle on 17 down 2 shots, ran it by about 6 feet and or 7 feet. And Eric had he was like 1 foot in front of me, putting for par and made it. And then I missed the little 8-footer, so I lost by 1.
Did you tee any up off a pencil this year?
No, I haven't. Is that even still legal?
I don't know.
I used to be the trick shot daddy. Hit off the top of cups, and I don't play much anymore. That's sad.
It's tough when you don't play, man.
It felt good though. Hit every fairway and every green on the front 9. Shoot 3 under. Felt pretty good. I was like, man, I still know how to do this. Then
that's right.
No, you don't, Andrew. No, you don't.
Play more, AP. Just got to play a little bit more.
Mm-hmm.
Sell that boat and start entering some tournaments.
I think we'll play in GK.
Priorities straight.
That's right.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to play in the state am this year. So I've only tried to qualify twice ever for the state am, qualified both times. So
where's your qualifier at?
I think Willow Creek. So I might have Gandy on the bag.
Oh,
sir.
Man,
I'll come out there and do it.
Not if it's 103 degrees.
July 18th, maybe. I don't know. I played last time I was at Cherokee. I think 2012 maybe. Tim Jackson won by like 8 shots. They had the rough like so high they had to cut it in the middle of the tournament because it was so bad.
Really?
Yeah, he shot like 63 the first round. Had a 7-shot lead.
Wow.
Because it was like 6 inches of rough or something. Then obviously I tried again at I don't know what it was at 17, 18, 19 when they had the honors. Made it there. So yeah.
Nice.
Shot like 82, 92 or something like that. God, that's brutal.
It can do it. That place can do it to you.
Yeah. So yeah, I got a little heat over the sandbagging last weekend, but it is what it is. I don't play ever. I said the same guy that made 6 birdies also made chunk 3 chip shots on 14 and made triple. So just don't play. Just don't play enough, unfortunately.
It's a tough game when you're not playing.
Yeah, it is. So, D, tell us about Fenway. Did you about getting a little fight with somebody over there? What I saw a little something on Twitter or something. You stepped on the
Well, I got
grass.
yelled at because Scott, they let Scott come down on the field before the game and help with the flag. Like they drop a flag from the green monster. And so there's this one guy over there is telling me, he's like, yeah, go wherever you want, take pictures, whatever. So like I'm just kind of out there roaming around before the game. And like I happened to step on the grass, and this other guy from the other side of the field started yelling at me, telling me to get off the grass.
Hey, he got onto you, Hundy.
Do what?
He got onto you, huh?
Yeah. That's all right. It's cool though. It's my first time in Boston, first time in Fenway. So I'm just sitting up here eating Popeyes, living the life.
Thought you was gonna eat all these cool places, and you've had Popeyes 3 times, huh?
Yeah.
Mm.
All right.
DoorDash.
Mm. Well,
Looks like it was good.
Do what?
Are you going to the tournament at all day, or are you coming home?
I'm trying to get Chick-fil-A. They got them peach milkshakes now. I'm going tomorrow.
You're going tomorrow?
When you flying home,
when I go out with Scott, I'll usually try to hit up a couple practice rounds and then one tournament round. Just because, like, during the practice rounds, I have a lot more access. Like, I can get out there and bounce around in front of them and stuff.
Yeah.
But, like, he wears shorts during the practice rounds. So I need to get a few photos of him looking proper.
Mm. Yeah. Then when you get home and he's in contention on Sunday, you got to fly back up here, right?
Yeah.
Get on
if he goes
private
out,
birds.
Shoot the 64 or something tomorrow, I may hang around, but we'll see.
Yeah. Have you noticed a dynamic, a difference when family's around?
I don't think anybody will shoot a 64 tomorrow, but I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Like I'll hang out with him more. Like if it's just me and him, like we'll go out and eat with some other guys. Like the last couple, when I went to Southern Hills, we went out and ate with like Maverick McNeely, some of them guys. But like Jen's here this week and brought the kids, and so they're getting to do a lot of family
stuff,
which is good because he ain't been home a whole lot here the last couple months. So.
Oh, somebody's calling him.
I know.
Somebody's calling him. Somebody important.
His agent.
His agent. He's like, quit dropping names on that podcast, buddy. Yeah. So next month, I'll give you a little plug here. Next month, big benefit tournament coming on. What, July?
There it is.
10th, 11th. Scott.
I don't know. It's a Monday.
Free. Yeah. Kids play free. Holston Hills, maybe.
Yeah. You coming out?
We
going out. They'll have a snow cone truck. They'll have a snow cone truck and smash burger truck. I mean,
hey, D's been looking for snow cones for 3 days up here on the golf course.
Yeah, I mean they don't have snow cones up here in Boston when it's like 69 degrees in June.
Hey, we had somebody on the podcast from up in Canada last night. It's 50. It was 51 up there. I'm like, dude.
Hey, they got this one tent though that's got pretzels, ice cream, and beverages. I mean, that's all you need right there. Mm-hmm.
It's like a survival kit.
I pointed out to Gandhi every time we pass it. So,
they're missing.
Yeah, we didn't put a team in this
I'm
year.
gonna have to DoorDash him some Hall's cough drops, or he ain't gonna make it through the night.
I've been struggling the last few days.
I mean, tomorrow there'll be like he won't be able to keep it quiet.
I thought I had the corona yesterday. I was not feeling good last night, but I'm recovering, man. Had a little chicken and rice for dinner. I'm good.
Yeah, we didn't put a team in this year, but I might call Hayden or something, see if I can come over and help out.
Yeah, come on out there. We'll live podcast from the 8th green.
That would be great. Set up a little table and just interview people as they come by.
Mm-hmm.
There you go.
Nevermore will probably be out there. So
yeah, and eat a smash burger on the tee box. You gonna take Scott down again? He on close to the pin. You've got him like you're 2-0 against him, right?
No, I lost once. So he let me hit one on what is it, 7 or 8 out of Pebble Beach, like the par 3 down the hill.
Yeah, 7.
Yeah, 7.
And I shanked it straight right into the ocean.
Out there with the wells.
There was a bunch of people standing around, like I couldn't think. Like I had an out of body experience.
Was that like the first golf swing of the year?
Yeah, it was. Like,
Yeah.
yeah.
Hey D,
I don't
how do you
play-
think
I
that
don't
guy
play a
felt
whole lot of
yesterday?
golf. I'm not very good at golf. So
Hey D, how do you think that guy felt yesterday? Big cat.
yeah, yeah. Scott. So on 15 yesterday, this guy had been chirping, and so Scott like, come on up here and hit a shot. But like, once you hit a shot and don't hit the fairway, I don't want to hear you, complaining about us.
Yeah.
And so dude gets up here and hits it and jerks it left into the trees or something. So
That's
they
He's
had a
like,
good time with it though.
he's like, I can hit this fairway, and Scott was like,
Come
"Can
on.
you? He said, we're about to find out. And the guy was like,
It was
no,
all
I
in good
can't. I'm
humor.
not gonna
Like
do it."
Scott actually
Oh, that was
gave
funny.
him. Scott went back and got him two tickets for the days around, like practice round. So I mean, it was all in good humor. But
Yeah, it was good. It was funny.
Yeah.
who you betting on this week, AP? I can't talk about betting, but you can.
No, I'm not.
Rory, you riding the Rory train?
As far
It's
as
hot.
as far as content comes out, basically my kind of storyline on the week is that I know Will Zalatoris is not a prolific winner. I know he only won one event in the Corn Ferry. He didn't win a ton of college events. However,
If he could just putt, man.
well,
Yeah,
what are you doing over now? You blowing your nose?
I'm
Me?
taking a sip of water.
Okay.
Proper
No,
thing about it.
my storyline is I just think he's always there. So I mean, like if you can find, I think you can find him at like 140, 150 plus top 20, and even better at top 10 and top 5. He's going to be close. I don't know if he's going to win, but I think he's going to be close.
One of these days he's gonna win.
I mean, he hits it so good.
Davis played 9 holes with him the other day. He striped it.
Hits it so good, don't he?
Yeah, very good.
Stroked
And
it.
like dead straight, right?
Yeah, I mean, he hits it a little cut, little draw, whatever
Yeah.
he needs to.
So that's kind of where my brain is this week
All right.
on that.
Who you like, D? Who's D? You get
Scott
4 guys,
Stallings.
D. You get it.
Scott Stallings.
Who's your front runner? Who are some sleepers, D?
Scott Stallings. I used to put 20 before I couldn't gamble on golf anymore. I used to put $20 on Scott every week for
Really?
probably 2 years.
Mm.
Yeah.
Pay off big. You hit it.
No, I don't know. This tournament's kind of like the PGA where anybody even on the last day can come from deep in the field and win it just because it's like, nobody's going to run away with it like at the Masters. I mean, it's one of them tournaments where people can back up quick. So,
Yeah.
So Jason, did you ever caddy at Schwab?
I've never caddied there at Colonial.
Yeah. Okay, I didn't know because there's a little bit of tie into that course with the firmness and the small greens, and
yeah. So the guy that Davis has caddying for him, he caddied for
G-Dub.
he caddied for Stephen Marino, and then he won with somebody at Colonial. I forget who it was, but speaking of Colonial, he told me the other day he won at Colonial. But he's a good caddy. He'll be good for Davis this week.
Sam Burns won at Colonial.
That's what I was saying. Sam won this year, shot like 64-3 on the last round. That's why I was saying if
Sam would be a good pick this week.
Way underpriced.
The first time I ever met Scott Stallings, I also met Sam Burns.
Where was this at?
My first year with the TGA, we had the U.S. sectional qualifying in Memphis. 2018, and Sam Burns won it, and Scott finished like second or third.
Yeah, I played in a few of those Memphis ones, but I never made it past 27 holes.
About 3 over, time to go to the house.
Yeah, got to get back on the road, back to Knoxville. I don't have a chance.
Who all have y'all been playing with this week?
I'm getting worried about Chief over here.
I'm telling you what, it's bad. Who all y'all been walking with or paired with or practice rounds with?
Davis Shore.
Davis Shore and Scott Stallings. Big D.
Who else? As you said, 9 holes is Al Torres. I saw Finau was playing with y'all one day.
Yeah, So Scott and Davis, Finau,
Scott
was
played
it
with
Matthew
Matt
Neesmith?
Neesmith the last 2 days.
Davis played a practice round or 9 with Zalatoris, and Davis Riley, one of his old teammates.
Roll
And
Tide.
then
Could have been Chris.
Bryson today.
So let me throw some names off here, Gandy. Boo Weekly, Chris Kurt, Kisner.
Boo and Chris aren't here.
No, I'm talking about Colonial champions.
Chris Kurt,
That's who it was. So I
I
figured.
think so. He caddied
Yeah.
for Kirky some, yeah.
So I figured.
That was going to bother him.
Yeah.
That was
Yeah,
going to
that's who it
bother
was.
Andrew until you got the answer.
I know it was. Heck, it was. Well,
What's a winning score, D? Let's pick a winning score here. What do you think, D?
I'll say 8. 8 under.
I
Yeah.
don't know. I was gonna say 4 under, just
I
because
was gonna say 4 to 6, depending on how firm they get it.
if they play pretty well tomorrow, they ain't gonna see no water the rest of the week. Well, I hope we don't have like a what was the one up in New York where
Shinnecock.
Shinnecock.
where Brooks shot or DJ was 4 under and shot like 80 the third round with 42 putts.
Yeah.
That was the last time Stalls played in the U.S. Open.
Yeah, I remember that.
I think 4 to 6 under probably. I'd go with 4 under,
All right.
5 under, 4 under.
I'm going to go with 5.5.
6 under and 4 under.
You gonna buy that half point, D?
You got to buy the hook.
20% juice.
Yeah.
All right, boys. Well, appreciate you coming on, D. You need to go to bed. You're gonna be up early tomorrow. Let me see here.
Yeah, Stalls is going to be at the course at 5 a.m., man.
Oh my.
7:29 a.m. 7:29. Hey, here's a question. I got a question for you from the South, boys. We got biscuits up there, or is it bagels only? That's what I
I
thought.
hadn't seen a biscuit.
They had chicken biscuits this morning, but the biscuits they weren't very good.
Yeah, that's what I was
They
afraid of.
were, yeah, mostly bagels.
All I know is you can't get a sweet tea up here.
I knew
No
that.
sweet tea and no snow cones.
I mean, I don't even ask for one.
Well,
I got to get back home.
you need you're running low on your points.
I mean, I usually drink at least 8 sweet teas a day, so I'm like,
Oh,
having
my.
to draw.
Mm. Where you gonna live at what are you gonna live at? You gonna stay in Nashville?
Yeah,
I'm getting personal
Franklin.
now on the podcast. You gonna stay in Nashville?
Franklin. Yeah,
Yeah. Golly,
come on and visit.
I need to. You get me on Belle Mead?
I don't know.
Haven't
You
played
can
this
pull
since
all the strings.
16 years old. Oh, might be doing a short weekend down to Memphis, maybe in August.
You can come to the tournament.
Yeah, my buddy from Canada last night said he's gonna come down. It's his tournament he's gonna go to, so I might come down for
Come
Friday
on.
night, come back Saturday.
We'll be there all week.
Sounds like fun.
Nice.
What-
All right.
I don't know, man. They got some barbecues.
Yeah, I'm gonna have
They
to go.
do. They got a
for
couple.
sure.
Little commissary barbecue. Yeah.
Yeah. Gandy, I'm gonna talk to you soon. I need to come see you for the summer's out anyway, and we need to.
I've heard it all.
Sound
AP.
like you need a
Let's go.
putting coach.
Hey,
Yeah.
I need a life coach, probably more than that.
Dibs.
right, guys.
Go see Dibs. Dibs will be your life coach.
He can be your life coach.
In his jacket, no tie,
Mhm.
daily attire now.
He tried to help me years ago. I should have listened. Should have listened to him years ago.
Mhm.
All right, guys. Appreciate you.
Enjoyed it, AP.
Have fun tomorrow. Play go low. Tell the boys Knoxville or State Tennessee's pulling for them. And everybody, you've listened to the Turn Fancy Golf Podcast, brought to you by Rotoballer.com. Appreciate
And
it, guys.
Popeye's chicken.
Popeye's Chicken and DoorDash
Dude,
and Fauci.
Yeah.